Let's rank some of the viewer-submitted hate comments I've received. Can we trade Mistress, Isabelle, Brooks, and Georges for the Vivian and Jiggly Caliente? This is f***ing insane to even type. Oh my f***ing God. Something's not clicking, something's not adding up. You are not in the right mental state. Bitch, you are batshit crazy. Ooh! I will give your ugly fat ass bitch face a makeover. Who gon' whoop me? You will always be a nasty gash. What does that mean? Baby, it really is not that deep. Mistress looks like a hairy, uncut foreskin. My favorite snack. What's the tea, everybody? I think it's time we shake it up while also addressing a few things. The last couple of weeks, I've had the internet in an uproar with the shenanigans displayed on RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 10. There have been many nights of rude, evil hate comments spewing from people all across the world, stemming from the actions of one drag queen on a competition reality show. Mistress Isabelle Brooks is a nasty, fat, vile, disgusting troll. She's heartless, rude, and will do whatever it takes to propel herself in a reality television competition. Many people find her actions triggering and reminiscent of their high school bullies. Some have even gone as far to compare her to Donald. Regardless of how you feel about this woman, I think we all can agree she is a threat to society. Yes, we have a lot going on politically. Yes, our rights are being threatened. People are homeless, lacking resources to stay alive. And although it is Pride Month, it warms my heart knowing we can put that all to the side and instead rally behind our hate comments and tweets to take down the biggest threat of them all, Mistress Isabelle Brooks. But there is one thing I must say and address today. It seems as if no one has truly been able to slay the beast. That is where I come in. Only I can defeat the evil. So now we begin the roast of Mistress Isabelle Brooks. In true Mistress fashion, now is the portion of the video where she begs for you to like, comment, and subscribe, because when you do, she's a penny closer to affording her next dose of Ozempic. And trust me, she needs it. Now, I'm not gonna go in on Mistress with any more weight jokes. We all saw how that went on the villain's roast. Absolutely tragic. You know what's also a tragedy? Imagine losing nearly 200 pounds and still being bigger than Ginger Maddie. I mean, seriously, let's not even start with the comparison to the Glamour Toad. I think we had enough of that with Mistress's Cactus Runway. On the subject of Mistress's runways, she will never let you forget that she gives perfection. And I have to give it to her. RuPaul said it herself on the design challenge. Mistress was just giving the silhouette she's known for. Morbidly obese. You know, people have been discussing MIB's padding, but Eureka said it best. It's all about proportionizing. And if we look at Mistress, everything seems to be even. I mean, her ass is sticking out just as much as her stomach, giving her that perfect circle she's known for. All jokes aside, I think we should take some time to commend Mistress for her insane weight loss journey. I mean, it's no easy task losing hundreds of pounds in a year. I guess it really is as simple as sugar and spice being cut from your diet. And Malaysia, Lucy, Sasha, Carrie, Tina, Nicole, the entire season 15 cast. Has anyone else been personally victimized by Mistress Isabelle Brooks? This bitch has had more fallouts with drag queens than the entire Republican Party. And speaking of, Mistress's actions have landed her comparisons to Donald Trump, but I have to say that's simply untrue. Although both have tendencies to bully their way into getting what they want, throwing a fit when they don't get their way, making inappropriate jokes at others' expense, and doing whatever it takes to get to the top, unlike Donald Trump, Mistress could never win a race, at least in this form. Once she loses another 100 pounds, stops bringing her eyeshadow all the way to the lace of her wig, shaves her chest so it doesn't peek from under her breastplate, gets costumes that fit, and learns to play fair, it's over for you bitches. So maybe 2055. Either way, regardless of how we feel about Mistress Isabelle Brooks, I think we all can agree to just spread love and positivity. And let her act as a warning. This is what happens when you don't have the love of a parent. Bless her heart. Now that's how you read a bitch. Ever since being back on the big screen with All-Stars 10 airing, it feels like I've been around the world and back. Seriously, I've been traveling non-stop all over the world, and as glamorous as that might seem, it definitely has its highs and lows. It's the absolute worst when you're somewhere you don't know and need to use the internet for directions or communication, and there's no Wi-Fi or internet in sight. It literally drives me insane. Only then will you understand what a difference a local SIM card can make. Having an eSIM provides an internet connection wherever you travel and saves you money on roaming fees. fees. That's where today's sponsor, Saily, comes into play. Saily is a new eSIM service app brought to you by the creators of NordVPN. You can use Saily to choose from several affordable eSIM plans in over 200 destinations and 8 regions. With the Saily eSIM, you'll always have a connection when needed and don't have to worry about waiting in lines at the airport or ducking and dodging scammers selling fake SIM cards outside the train stations. Most importantly, Saily is super affordable and compatible with both iOS and Android devices. So it's a no-brainer if you're traveling anytime soon. You need Saily. Saily is so simple to use. All you do is download the app, purchase your plan, and follow the instructions on the app to install the eSIM. Seriously, it can be done in 3 simple steps. Anyone can do it. Don't believe me? Try it for yourself. You'll thank me later when you're skipping those long lines at the airport. Trust me. Get an exclusive 15% discount on Saily eSIM data plans. Download the Saily app and use code MIB at checkout. That's code MIB at checkout on the Saily app for 15% off your eSIM data plan. With that being said, I want to give a huge shout out to my friends over at Saily for sponsoring today's video. Now, let's jump back into today's foolishness. So now that I gave y'all a lesson in really gathering a bitch, hopefully I've inspired some of you to really make the most out of your comments and tweets. Now, listen, I don't want this video to come across like a boo-hoo for me. No! Fuck that! I know who I am, I know what I did, I know the role I play. I can separate Mistress from who I am in actuality, just as some of you can and just like some of you should. However, for every one bitch who comes and leaves hate comments, there are a million of y'all who stand 10 toes down for me and show me so much love, and I'm forever and always grateful. I know if anyone else is in my position, they would be in the trenches, but luckily, I have an amazing team, an amazing support group, an amazing fan base, and most of all, an amazing bank account. So with that being said, let's jump in and let's rank some of the viewer submitted hate comments I've received over the last few weeks, shall we? But I think we have to bring someone on who has first-hand experience reading Mistress's hate comments. Mistress's social media manager. Welcome to the channel, the Queen. My God, my identity is finally revealed. Yes, I run Mistress's social media. Now let's talk about it. The girls have been mad. We've been receiving hate comments nonstop. We've been receiving hate emails, messages, tweets, DMs. If they have a way to send it, we receive it. Trust us. You've got to take some time to go outside and touch grass, because when you actually turn this off, when you actually close the screen, when you disconnect your phone, you realize there's life outside of this. Mistress is not real, so why are you so upset? All the gigs I've booked lately have been sold out, max capacity, wrapped around the building. So before I get into all this hate, let me say, those of you who love me, those of you who always show up, those of you who tune into every Mistress Monday, like, comment, subscribe, do your big one, join the Patreon. It does not go unnoticed, and it's the reason I can laugh at myself and all these dumb who leave me hate comments. So I view Mistress as a character. Mistress is obviously not real. So whatever happens in TV land, in La La Land, whatever Mistress does is around people who sign up and know exactly what they're signing up for. I believe that if you are on RuPaul's Drag Race Reddit, if you're in the vicinity of things where you are going to be discussing RuPaul's Drag Race stuff, I think it is free game for you to say whatever you want about someone. If you want to go on a rant and make 1,000,001 threads about why I'm a horrible person, why I'm a bully, why I'm this and that, I won't ever intrude on those spaces, because that is y'all's spaces. Where I have a problem is when people decide to take my personal life or decide to take things that they would personally know about me, which how could any of you personally know me? You actually don't know me. And I think oftentimes people take it too far. Sometimes if you leave a hate comment, we see it and we will clap back. Now, I don't do it often. However, I do believe this in every sense. A public statement deserves a public response. The next time you leave a hate comment, if you are gonna leave a hate comment, at least make it interesting. Real quickly, I'm gonna go over our grading scale. At the very top, we have insane. Something's not clicking, something's not adding up. You are not in the right mental state. You need to be locked up in the padded room immediately. We need to turn off your phone. We need to disconnect the phone. We need you to go get a job, get friends. These are the comments that are like, how did you even come up with this? Bitch, you are batshit crazy. That doesn't mean they're good. That just means they're insane. Next, we have, they did their big one. These are the comments when I read them, I'll be like, ooh. Damn, they really put some thought into this. They really were passionate about the things they were saying. Okay, I see you. That was a nasty read. Below that, we have nibble. It was cute. You tried it. You nibbled with that little piece. And last but certainly not least, which is where a majority of them fall, we have chopped. If you're chopped, it's like, why did you even waste yours and my time leaving this comment? I mean, delete your social media. This is embarrassing. Let's jump into ranking these hate comments. I'm yapping too much. Let's get to it. Okay, first up, we have Oh my god. Some of y'all might have saw me share this on my story when it first dropped. And here, let this be a lesson. Some of y'all leave hate comments, but y'all have to realize this is not TV, this is not one-sided. Sometimes we see what you post. This one really tickled me because this man poured his heart and soul into this message he sent. He posted it twice on his Instagram, and I'm gonna read you what it says. I know it's Pride Month, but I have to say this. Hashtag Mistress Isabelle Brooks is a horribly mean-hearted bully, and her drag is basic pageant and quite busted. Her ugly behavior really ruins the magic and joy of Drag Race. I hope RuPaul comes to see that. Since season 1, there have always been shady bitches and villains, but this queen is a straight up delusional monster. The hashtag drag community, hashtags are important in this one. The hashtag drag community has enough to deal with. They don't need a hater within. I do pity her. Someone must have really hurt her in the past to make her ruthlessly bully and berate people in person and online. Hashtag RuPaul's Drag Race, hashtag mean queen, hashtag villain. Now, I saw this post when he first posted it, and I actually enjoyed reading it. It was actually kind of funny, and it felt kind of like satire, but after going through his profile, I realized it was actually real. So I actually went back and gave him a heart, and then I posted it on my story. That way he could find the interaction he was looking for. Not only did he post it twice on his Instagram, he then went in the DMs and DM'd the entire message to me. So I did what any sane person would do. I messaged him back and I was like, what can I do to win you back as a fan? This is what they want. This message really touched me. I want to change, Michael. I just don't know how. After you wrote that paragraph about me, I figured you would know, like you said, I'm just an evil, nasty, villainous troll, delusional monster. Instead, this person thought that they cracked the code. He hearted my message and said, well, as someone who has been an activist since 1990 in our community, I kind of want to think on that. I have seen a lot, and we could all do better. Can I get back with you? I didn't read the message, I was too booked. But anyways, he sent another one. Okay, so I get it. Like, you're doing the whole TV ratings manipulation thing, but honestly, that's gonna like fizzle out faster than a TikTok trend. It's totally forgettable, and you don't have to be. Like, seriously, you have actual talent to make a real mark. Think about icons like Alicia Keys, Gaga, Dolly Parton, Cynthia Erivo, Prince, Pink. They're all about lifting others up and hyping their peers. You rarely, if ever, hear them throwing shade about other artists. I genuinely think you're worth way more than just a villain persona. I see that spark in your eye, and your style is fire. Honestly, if you channel all that energy you put into the bad behavior, into like pure positivity, you'd seriously glow up even more. I see you, and you're totally worthy of the space, but leading with good vibes, that's gonna pay off in the long run. Wish someone had told me that when I was younger, for real. Does that all make sense? This has to go in insane. This has to go in insane because you have to actually be delusional and like actually f***ing crazy to get so mad that you make all these posts about me and you message me. You're just dragging me. You want to drag me. You want to do what I do. And then when I hit you back with that kindness, you go back. I was just basic pageant drag, quite busted. But now my style is fire. Then you want me to be like icons, Gaga and Prince and Pink. Baby, everyone you just said on the docket has read the girls for filth in their lifetime. So something's not adding up. Y'all are just as crazy as I am, except you're a bit crazier because you're messaging a stranger and devoting so much of your time and energy. It's time to get some friends, get a job, do something with your life, babe. This is insane. On to the next. Oh my God, this one actually got me together. This one left me speechless. Hey God, are you there? Quick question. Can we trade Mistress Isabelle Brooks and Georges for the Vivian and Jiggly Caliente? Let me read that for you one more time. Hey God, are you there? Quick question. Can we trade Mistress and Georges for the Vivian and Jiggly Caliente? It's times like this where I wish my sister was still alive because I'm not even gonna fucking lie to you. This is something that I would text Jiggly and we would key about. This is fucking insane to even type. Like, if you sent this in DMs, my jaw would be on the floor still, but the fact that you tweeted this is fucking insane. Like, I need to know. I don't need to elaborate. This is fucking insane. You're out of your fucking mind. Ooh! This one. Now let me tell y'all something. I have never thought that I was really that bitch, although let's really wake it up. Miss Mamas. This bitch said, if I ever see you somewhere public, I will give your ugly fat ass bitch face a makeover. Die, bitch, die! Okay, keep in mind, enjoying my day. Open this message. I read it, and the thug in me I said, baby, one thing we're not about to do is physical threats, because one thing about me, I'm a down ass bitch. So I sent him my website, and you could do this as well. Go to mistresses.isabel.com and pick one of my tour dates. Come catch this fade in person if you really about it. Now, these are the times where I will clap back, because what you're not about to do is act like you finna bully me or do something about me. Let me tell you something. I'm sure there are people out there even watching right now who could whoop my ass, but I'm hard-headed. If you could whoop me, you're gonna have to show me. So I'm telling him, baby, come pick one of the tour dates, show up and catch this fade in person, because bitch, we finna get, who gonna whoop me? Baby, who gonna whoop me? Come catch this fade in person, come find me, go catch one of the tour dates, bitch. Run up on me, I dare you, bitch, I will whoop you. Like, what we're not about to do is act like we're about to threaten somebody. Like, that's crazy. This bitch gotta be insane. She gotta have lost a couple brain cells. She's not playing with a full deck. She's fucking insane. I'm sorry. I feel bad they're all falling under the same ranking. She's insane. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. This next whew. This one says, I hope you and your whole family got deported. That's not even insane. That's just chopped. And you need your ass whooped. Hi, Lard. This is at 5:30 in the morning, by the way, so she's clearly methed out. She said, hi, Lard. Hi, Lard that no one loves because you don't deserve it. Hi, Lard, I see the Hispanics that raised you better deserve than some overeating fat cow. I hope you and your family choke to death. I hope to never get a breath of life. You deserve death in the most extrema way. I hope to slit your throat death. You know what really got me about this one? I clicked on her profile and it was actually her real profile. Most of the time I get hate comments, it's always from a bitch with like an anime profile picture, something random. When I clicked on her profile, it was her real details, and also her boyfriend was Mexican as well, from what I could tell, because he also had the Mexican flag in his bio, which just made me feel disgusted, because I'm kind of like, we need to unpack what's going on there. Yeah, this is just all insane. This next one is an email from Cleo, and Cleo says, booking for 2027. So she wanted to make sure that I saw this. By the way, I don't have access to any of my emails, so no point in even sending that to me. One of my team members actually sent this to me because we thought it was funny. And the fact that you went out of your way to go type an email, like, that's just embarrassing. At least in the DM. She said, good afternoon. I'm interested in booking Mistress to be my loofah sponge for my next shower. However, after a recent media release, I know she not only looks, but smells like a rotted fish, and I'd hate to have that stink bitch within 2 states of me. The only bitch who could shoot Ozempic and still be obese after losing 200 pounds. The bitch that can wear a custom gown with a snatched waist and still looks built like an ant with a bobblehead and bobble stomach. You were almost there, babe. You brought me in, but you don't have the dialect you think you do, but we'll continue. The Texas queen with no etiquette and no Texas influence aside from squeezing a child-sized cowboy hat on her pasty 15X forehead. If MIB invested half the time in perfecting her drag as she did running her mouth, then she just might be on Tina Burner's level. But then again, she has 2 points based on her talent, and MIBs are based on trickery. Keep doing your big one, mama, and diabetes will do the rest. XX. Okay, actually, I appreciate the effort, and she tried to read. This is someone who's probably a fan of the show and wants to act like they're one of the queens and be involved. I'm gonna say you nibble. I see the makings of someone who could potentially read, but you just don't possess the vernacular you think you do. It was cute though. There was some, it needs to be tweaked. Try again. But I like where we're going. Okay, now we're on to the YouTube comments. I find her quite dull and hideous. Even now she's lost weight. Looking at her is still a deeply uncomfortable experience. I just see horrible behavior, mostly though, but she tries to sell it as fun and shady so she doesn't become a canceled villain. It's just nasty scamming, and this video is so poorly thought through, raving about the like this. She's very problematic, and I'm never entertained by her. I just want to say chopped. It wasn't good. It wasn't a good read. It was just like, I could tell you're like a book mom who like watches Drag Race to go to Sunday brunch with the girls. It's just not giving, granny. I'm gonna say chop. Next YouTube comment, someone put, unfollowing. Can't stand an Ozempic-filled drama queen. Better be glad I wasn't in Nicole Paige Brooks' position, because there would have been hands thrown. Like, huh? How was she in the top with her pants falling down? Clown. This must have been about my rap roast. Actually, let's talk about this too, because I don't think I publicly said this. So if you watch the rapping roast, my pants were actually falling down as I was performing, because when I was filming Drag Race, I had started the beginning stages of like my weight loss journey, and I was losing weight so fast. Like, it was like actually crazy. But this is just, I just wish people would be creative with their reads. It's so like, it's just so expected. It's not fun. Ozempic filled drama queen. Some of you want to talk about Ozempic as if you know what I do to lose weight, or as if you know my body and the medications I take, which is none, by the way. Also, let me go ahead and address, not an Ozempic queen, although I should be. If Ozempic is the reason I've lost hundreds of pounds so quickly, if Ozempic is the reason so many people are losing weight, we need to start y'all's GoFundMe. We need to immediately get every one of you on all the injections. That way we can get your fat ass face to fit in this little circle with the profile picture, and we can actually see what you look like. Because the people who leave comments like this are just fucking losers. Like, it's not even like cute. I have more respect for people who leave hate comments on their real profile, because at least I know they're a real ass bitch. This is just chop. It wasn't really funny, and I can look at this and see that you're ugly and insecure. And then we go to Jay. He said, no matter how much weight you lose, mistress, you will always be a nasty gash. What does that mean? A nasty gash? I kind of like that. He kind of nibbled that. That's giving me like when they be like, oh, she's so lush. You're a nasty gash. I like that, bitch. You nibbled a little bit. One of y'all out there left a beautiful comment on one of my posts. Y'all said, your ability to just flip the entire lie and put it on someone else. Crown mistress now! And someone went under that beautiful comment where you're celebrating me, and they put, no wonder they're right once you people vanished. This is the morals and values you find amusing? Trash. Just trash. And here's the thing that never makes sense to me. Why do y'all get so worked up over something that's not real? I understand Carrie being mad. I can understand anyone I'm actually interacting with on the show being mad. And I would understand if you're like, damn, that was f***ed up. Feel how you feel. But why do you bring that back to, oh my God, this is f***ed up morals and values, and why are you celebrating this? Why do y'all like it? It really drives them crazy that so many of y'all out there love me. Like, why are y'all celebrating? Baby, it really is not that deep. So with that being said, I'm gonna rank this as a chop. Bitch, you're mad. Next up, this is one of my favorite things to do. I don't ever clap back, but I guess you can kind of say this is a clap back. Tom messages me on Twitter. Them chins you have, wow. Sort your life out, you fat, horrible, horrible person. Get a gastric band, you pig. Here's what gets me. And here's why I don't know why y'all try me. He's saying, my chins, I'm a fat, horrible person. I'm not gonna dox him. I don't wanna expose him. I click on his profile and his forehead, not even a forehead, a 7 head, has more fucking waves than a ruffled chip. His hair is 10 different colors and fried beyond compare. You would think he's given pink. He's discussing my chins when I'm looking, and he has about 7 of them himself. His cheeks are so goddamn red, and I'm not trying to shame his appearance because I find beauty in everything. His eyebrows are pencil thin, and the outfit he's wearing looks like he's playing an elf in a Christmas play. And the fact that he would have the audacity to even call me a fat. So what I did was I just screenshotted his profile picture and sent him the kissy face, and you blocked me. That should tell you everything you need to know. If you're gonna come for someone, make sure the mirror looks good first. And for that, my love, you're simply chopped. Mistress looks like a hairy, uncut foreskin when she's not in drag. So I look hot. You know what? She nibbled that. I kind of live. Thank you for the compliment. My favorite snack. This one is from someone hashtag Team Lydia. Evil, evil, evil! Evil, embarrassing, petty, and disgusting people like her shouldn't be famous at all. Now, I'm not gonna even get into the Team Lydia drama. I'm not gonna discuss the craziness of the fan wars. All I'm gonna say is shout out to all my people out there who are Team Lydia. I love y'all for supporting my daughter. Shout out to all the lesbians out there. I love y'all down. I love interacting with y'all, and I love all the girls who love me. The comment is just chopped. It's embarrassing. Next up, we have a YouTube comment. Someone said, Mistress is annoying. She really thinks she is something special, but she's just a loudmouth that is clearly trying to compensate for her subpar looks and unfortunate weight. Unfortunate is sickening. The constant reading of others isn't funny. It is grating and a sad coping mechanism. Get real. I'ma say she nibbled. Like, that one, here's what never makes sense to me. Y'all will say someone else is rude and mean and reading other people, but then y'all turn around and do the same thing from an unknown profile. But I kinda live. She said, her subpar looks and her unfortunate weight. It's giving that she's a rich bitch. I kinda live, you kinda nibbled. Nah, she's just Eureka without the charm or talent. I couldn't be Eureka. I actually... Cut that out! This one actually tickled me when I saw it. So this person, hashtag Team Lydia, they screenshotted a still of me from my video with Lydia and they put a pie in my face and said, Lydia looks so good. This is so childish, and this is the reason why I blocked most of you, because y'all are 12 years old. First of all, again, back to this argument. If you do not like someone, why consume their content? The truth is, you're a fan, and I give you a sense of belonging, whether that's being a part of my community or being a part of the community that dislikes me. And I'm glad I can offer you that. And I also want to say thank you for tuning in to Mistress Mondays, because you literally put another $1 in my pocket. So I'll gladly take the pie to the face. And my daughter does look good. In a Wigstress wig, might I add. I'm gonna say she nibbled, because I did laugh when I saw it. That was very funny. What the is this? I'm not even gonna review that. This is on a TikTok that says Kelly Mansell asked Sasha Colby what she thinks of Mistress Isabelle Brooks. Someone commented, Mistress is a Cancer. Most serial killers are Cancers. Sasha is a Leo, a true leader, and a glam diva. Enough said. So because of the month I was born, I'm destined to be a serial killer. And because of the month Sasha was born, she's a true leader and a glamorous diva. I'm gonna go ahead and say for all of us, that's f***ing insane to say. Thank you for learning my zodiac. I don't know. I'm gonna leave that one alone. My favorite Reddit comments. Mistress is a bully and lackluster noir. Now why is Lux catching strays? Lackluster noir are bullies. I cannot stand that Is a Bully is on All Stars right now. I get legitimately angry when I hear her speak, because it's never nice, constructive, professional, respectful, or remotely funny. She's a sociopath. We've had villains on Drag Race before, but none of them have been actual bullies like these two. The complete lack of compassion or remorse is disgusting. Seeing and hearing either of them sends my brain back to high school. Like grow the f up. I hope they retire and go away. Oh my f***ing God. You know what? I would give this to her. At least she kind of drops why she feels this way about me. And I find this to be true for most hate comments, because she literally goes, seeing and hearing either of them sends my brain back to high school. I think a lot of people dislike me and my antics and the way I portray myself as a character because of their own unresolved trauma in their life. It's not my fault that you were bullied. It's not my fault you have trauma. It's not my fault you don't have the mental capacity to consume adult content. I can't be responsible for your unresolved trauma. If you cannot consume content without genuinely getting upset and it taking you back to a certain period of your life, it might be time to unpack that with a professional instead of leaving comments and getting worked up. With that being said, it's a trap. You know what? I think I've read enough hate comments for today. I've lost so much brain cells, and I hope that y'all have enjoyed this, because this is a little peek into what life is like for us Drag Race girls while the episodes are airing. This is why it's very, very important to be secure in who you are, know what you're about, and honestly, like I keep saying, mental health is so important. I've gone through so much therapy and so many changes in my life to make sure that I'm secure in myself. I know who I am, I know what I do. All my friends who actually know the real me, everyone who interacts with the real me knows that I'm a regular person. We all have our ups and downs. I think that people want to see things so black and white, and it's not always that. I'm a multifaceted person. Most of all, I'm a human, and I am a f***ing batshit crazy. That's why I make amazing TV. I know we just went through 1,000,001 hate comments, but I really want to reiterate, for every hate comment, there is 100 people who love me, and I see all of y'all sending me love, and I want y'all to know I love y'all so f***ing much, and y'all have been holding it down for me. It doesn't go unnoticed, and please don't get into any fan wars or interact with these crazy ass people. But I hope this video inspired some of you who will leave hate comments to get a little creative. I mean, at least if you're gonna make me read it, make me read something that'll make me laugh or try to make me cry. So with that being said, this has been an outrageous, crazy video, but I love y'all so much. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you enjoy my content, please consider joining the Patreon. We have almost 6,000 members over on the Patreon, which is absolutely f***ing crazy. I do so much amazing content over there, exclusive videos, exclusive lives. I've been reviewing All Stars 10 over there with special guests. I've had Candy Muse, The House of Aja, Luscious Massacre, Lux, Vanjie. I've had Nicole Paige Brooks. I've had so many amazing guests over there, and they're gonna keep coming. We have a Discord where we talk all day. It's such a f***ing kiki. With that being said, I'm gonna stop yapping. I love y'all so much. I need to go cry and eat a bowl of ice cream because I'm always gonna be a fat, evil, nasty bitch. Every Monday is Mistress Monday, and until next time, bye!